So at Track VFX, we had these shots come along recently, and it had this CG character that was walking alongside the edge of a pool, and there was a diver swimming through, churning up the water. So they needed the reflections to actually reflect that movement. Uh, we've never done water before, so it's something that I just kind of had to pull out of thin air. It luckily worked out, but I wanted to share it so that hopefully people at Track VFX or anybody can make some good use of it. But the thing with water is there's kind of three elements that we got to work with, and I will talk about them in the bathtub here. So hopefully the audio isn't complete garbage. But with water, we need two things. We need the wakes, and then we need the edge of like where the water contacts with the walls. So we need that actual stuff, and then we need where the water is moving up and down. So that part on the edge we're going to do manually, and that's the easiest part. But the wakes, we're going to animate some geo to follow those basic shapes as best we can. And then at the end of it, we're going to drive a cloth sim over this whole thing, and yeah, hope it looks good. And we're going to merge them so that the edge is not a simulation, but the middle is. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully you enjoy. Oh no, I think my camera died. Hold on, I gotta go and fix this now, because I forgot to plug it in. That's embarrassing. All right, 1 second. All right, let's see if this is working. Hey, there it is. Okay, so I am very rusty, but let's jump right into this. So as I said, water. I'm gonna get some geo, deforming this stuff as my hand pushes it around, and we're gonna work on the edge. This mostly is not gonna be within synth eyes though. Mostly gonna be Maya. I'm just going to set up my camera here and see what I can do before I jump out. So I didn't rehearse this one at all, so it might be a little bit slow going, but you know, we'll see how this goes. Depending on what I think about it, I might just take my time on the shot and make it look as good as I possibly can, and I don't know, use it for something. So setting up the camera, distortion wise, add line. Best I've got. That looks a little bit intense. I'm not sure if I'm into that. I should have dropped the line up there, actually. Yeah, you can see I overshot that a little bit down here. Such a little data. Tone that down a little bit. I think I'm all right with that. Okay, so orientation. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot that I can do for alignment on this. I don't really have many lines to work with at all, just little Y, X. Just gonna go ahead and clear these. I could have converted it, but I just like it in the menu. So on, let's go on X, on Y. I'm gonna go in and drop a few parallel to Y lines, because I'm not super comfortable leaving these small slivers here and there. You know what? I don't know if my bathtub has like straight... Oh, you know what? We can use the level water as our Z lines. Probably anyway. I'm hoping we can. I doubt that the bathtub has like any weird tapering effect to it, so it should be fine. It's what I was concerned about with these lines here. I don't know if these take a little slope, because whoever sculpted these bathtubs are being fancy. I'll just try. Let's see what it does. All right, so I'm gonna hit F3, and I'm just gonna watch this as I hit a line. So looks promising. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Let's see. At this point, I might as well apply my distortion because that's not going anywhere. And let's see. I should scale this. Let's get an earthling in here. I'm going to scale him up to like 170 centimeters. Whoa, okay. Sideways, man. I don't exactly remember how tall I am in this bathtub. I think it's up to my knee. So I'm going to make this something like here. Yeah, why not? That's so weird that this... Oh, wait, Wait, never mind. I dragged this in off-center. Oh, it is off-center. I think I've noticed this before. It's kind of weird that this isn't like this. Wow, I kind of nailed that, didn't I? Nope. Oh, well, let's get off of that. Okay, so... let's see... So I'm going to do a model of this and alignment in Maya now. First, I'll save my scene and let's go... Oh, one sec. I'm actually going to hide my screen for 1 second. How do I hide my screen again? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had to rearrange my desk for a number of reasons. So everything's kind of secretly bounced around. So that's just hidden for one moment because there are lingering project names that I don't want to flash. So I'm exporting a Maya ASCII scene. Gotta make the Maya folder. Unhei, hello. What? 01 save. And, okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. All right, screen's coming back. All right. Okay, let's go to Maya. So over here, I'm gonna go Control O for open. I have the open window on the other screen. Again, just files. So I'm gonna just immediately hit Control V to paste it in the file name. And here we are, file. So let's see. I'm gonna go panels, camera. No, let's split the view. I like splitting my view a lot. Camera 1 and perspective over here. And look at that clipping. Let's go camera and extend that. Put 1 in the near clip so the extremes aren't so extreme. And also, looking through camera, off. That is useless. Wait, there's more people. Oh, okay. Ciao. Hello. I was tripped out because I saw your message on the stream in Streamlabs before I saw it in chat. I thought there was a bug. That's why I was so astonished. Good to see you. We're about to do water. If you hadn't seen it, or yeah, I guess most people here hadn't seen it, but I did a little pre-show of explaining what I'm doing. I'm deforming water. We're going to do some manual wakes, and then we're going to do the edge of the water, and then we're going to drive a cloth sim over top. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be the best time. Okay, so modeling this. I do got to start the model on a feature, on a symmetrical feature so I can center my scene. First, let's turn on aliasing. I'm going to shift right click, get a cube, scale it up. And let's go over to our inputs so we can get a division in our, wow, I can't see. Get our divisions down by this. Now I'm going to go shift right click, polygon display, backface culling. Now we'll go into face mode, shift right click, reverse normals. And let's take D and C to snap to curves. And then, yeah, okay. And then let's put a use background shader on this cube. And right now the scale, the position in space doesn't really matter too much. Our 6-foot man, or our 170 centimeter man earlier, I imagined that he wasn't standing like immediately against the wall. There was a little bit of space in my mind. So his legs are somewhere around here. So, you know, tub's probably fine. So now let's go, actually let's snap this up here. I don't know how deep this should go, honestly. I cannot judge the refraction of the water. I have no idea how wide this should be. You know what? I think I should take these edges, bevel, get some segments in there. Those settings didn't do much good for me. Okay, so let's see. I guess I gotta scale this out like so now. Close enough. Close enough. I'm gonna grab this. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, but that side looks like baloney. That's fine. Actually, that kind of makes sense because bathtubs have a very slight incline to like run water off the surfaces, or at least most of them do, as far as I'm concerned. So this side has a little bit of an incline. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. guess I can extend this part out. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a taper going on there, so I think I'm gonna right click, transform component, and just get a perfect, oh, it's not really perfect. Forget I said that. What if I go extrude? Can I get a perfect? Oh, that one's not doing anything weird, I guess. Yeah, let's just take it extrude. Cool. So I'm gonna get rid of these faces. Don't really need that there. Oh, I got faces here too. Gone. That is satisfying. How big is my tub? I don't remember. I don't know. All right. I'm putting more detail in this than I really need to, but I'm kind of having fun doing it, so I'm just gonna go with it. Do a little bevel. So shift, control, symmetry, off. And again, I really don't need to do this, but I'm just having fun for a second. I like modeling. I'm not good at it, but I like it. So if I select these faces, whoop, if I want to push these directly inwards based on the normals, because you don't want to scale it, because, you know, weirdness, you can shift right click, transform component, and now you get this. Really nice and clean. Awesome. Solid. All right, let's see. Is there anything else I want to do? Probably not. I could make the base, but that's just going a little bit too far at this point. I would love to, I admit. All right, water. Let's get started. So, I could do the edges first, or I could do the actual hand pushing through the stuff first. One or the other. They both need to be done. I don't know which one I want to do first. Let's see. I think I want to do the edge, because when I'm done these rings for the wakes, I really want to just immediately jump into the cloth sim. And I don't want to do the rings and realize, oh man, now I got to do the edge of the water. I think I'm going to do, yeah, I think I'm going to do the edge of the water first. So, edge of the water. Let's see. I'm going to actually steal some geo from the base here. So I'm going to go shift, extrude, and I think, was it local offset? Yeah, there we go. I'm going to make sure, whoop, okay. Going to make sure there's a fair bit of geo here, and you'll see. I can't really explain why until you actually see why at the end. So take these, shift, extract. Nice thing about when you extract is that you can immediately move these faces up based on the normals and stuff. So I'm going to bring that up to the water level, which doesn't really matter. I kind of shook the water in this frame. Can I scrub and do this? Yeah, I can. Oh, that water. Wait a minute. Okay, so the orientation on the water was not as good. So, I think these lines up here, as I said, are not level. Which is fine. I might just tilt the camera scene and we'll be fine with the water. It doesn't matter. It's an easy fix if you're doing the shot seriously, but I'm not doing it that seriously. Sauce, hello. Oh, Unhei said awesome. I'll take an awesome. Sauce, hello. It's been some time. This is so cool. I've never seen anyone track water before. This is going to come out really cool looking, I hope. At Track VFX, we had a few shots like this come in, and it was for a pool. And there was this animated character that had to reflect in the water. So we had no idea how we were going to do it. So I just kind of pulled this out of nowhere. My immediate thought was, okay, cloth sim. So we used geometry to create the wakes, and then we had it actually deform a cloth layer. And then that cloth layer, we had attract to separate geometry that we had to form the where it contacted the walls. So we need this portion to interact with the cloth sim. Yeah, I'm gonna tilt the camera scene. Genius. All right, so I just need to level this water real quick, and I don't know if my wait. I really should just take a peek at my bathtub and see if it tapers. Wait. Let's see. I filmed a little pre-show. I could skip ahead and see the bathtub in it. Nah, you know what? We're gonna cheat. We're gonna actually model the bathtub so it comes in where it's here. Super dirty, but whatever. So I'm gonna scale this in. There we go. So you can see that the walls kind of fill, and here we got some water waking around. I don't know. We're just gonna deal with that. I actually can't see what's going on here. I need some more divisions. I'm gonna go, let's go 3 smooth mesh. And I can come over to smooth mesh, display divisions, but I can come down to Cat Clark. Wait. How did I do this? I figured this out recently when I was helping someone, and I can't remember. I had these divisions. I had these extra divisions display themselves, but without the smooth. I cannot remember how I did this. What did I do? I have another way to do this. All right, let's do the other way. All right, so this is an annoying way. So I'm going to duplicate the bathtub, get our outliner in here, and why is the bathtub under here? No, it's not. Okay, so I have a duplicate, which I'm going to go into face mode, and let's just add divisions a couple times. And I'm going to wrap it to the old one. So deform, wrap. Cool, and now I'm just gonna toss this on a layer. Give it a color, why not? Make it reference. Oh, it's took the red off anyway, doesn't matter. So now the low res mesh. Wait, what? What's happening? Oh, I did that. That's so stupid. I'm an idiot. Okay, freeze these. Okay, one more time. Duplicate this. I'm gonna hide that for now. Let's isolate it. Oh, wait. I have to undo because I deleted the old, or I don't have the low division version anymore. There we go. So, tub, water line. We'll duplicate the tub. And now I can add divisions to faces a couple times. And I'll wrap it to the old tub. And I'm just putting it on a layer so that I don't accidentally touch it. So I'm not touching that old high division one now. So now I can just take this, scale it, and the high-res mesh is wrapped. And I can see the extra divisions over here. Kinda. Not really. It wasn't really worth it, honestly, by the looks of it. It was a little bit worth it, actually. Yeah, look. Yeah, you can see how off because I tried to do the lines on just to see if these things were straight. It was likely these ones that screwed me up. See, if I delete these two, go F3, and if I hit align, we should see this horizon line jump somewhere else. Yeah. See, that jumped up there. So that's how off I was, but that's fine. Because this isn't going to affect the water at all. A calm, hello. Deform in water today. Maybe I should just put the correct camera in here. Maybe I should just dump it in here real quick and line it up. I should. Yeah, I should. Let me do that. Because, you know, screw all this annoying little bit of work I did. So let's expand that a little bit. Bring this back out a little bit. What a dumb decision for me to make partway into the stream. All right, so I'm gonna hide that. This is dumb. All right, where am I? Synthesize. Cool. And let's just drag it over here this time. My ASCII. New cam, export. All right, and let's go import. Okay, delete that. Oh, cool, it already snapped to the other camera. That's handy. A calm long time? Yes, it has been. Because of a certain number of things that I have now for streaming, my desk has no space. There's 3 monitors. There's a box holding up my camera because I don't have a proper tripod. And there's a number of devices here now. A stream PC over there. And a light here. So I need to rearrange things. And I need to dismantle my whole desk. Unplug everything that I spent all this time setting up. But I need to figure out a new desk solution. So I can't really do any of that yet. And we've been very busy. So let's put this camera over here. Perfect. Snap the pivot. Bro, I have a project. I need your help. What do you got? Unhei calling me messy. Calling me out like that? Get out of here. Why you gotta do this? I'll have you know, Unhei is a Track VFX employee, and she leaves gross containers around on her desk. Now she has to type to defend herself. Alright, let's see. How much you charge for full rotomesh body? We have a couple seen. I'm not really a part of that. I don't help with bidding. Sometimes I help with hours, but I don't really know how much we charge. I don't care. I don't worry about the financial side of things. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to tell you there. This is just me. If I was doing freelance, and just because of the stuff I can do, if I were to attempt it, and this is probably pretty low, honestly, depending on who you talk to, there's loads of opinions, but I might jump around like close to 50 or something, 15 hour. But that's if you're a freelancer. I don't know. That's honestly probably extremely low. But, you know, I don't know anything about bidding this stuff personally. Like, just keep that in mind. I'm not the right person to ask. So what I gave you for a number of reasons will probably enrage some people. Okay, so I'm going to scale. Nope. Toss this number up here. Got it. Nice. Now that I have, oh man, now that I've done this, this model actually is going to need to change. So the tub, this tub is going to go away, and we're going to reshape this one. So I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to get back into symmetry. We'll last out a number of these edges. Actually, I'm going to keep a couple. Let's just reselect some of these. All right, so why did these stay? What is that? Where did that come from? Let's just clear that. Oh, I don't like that. Let's duplicate, manually do a snap. Shift right click, nope, shift right click, combine. And let's grab these, shift right click, merge, and we should be good. Should be laughing. I should be looking at like poly borders, but again, this tub means nothing for what we're doing. When you get a chance, please send me a message when we can talk. Yeah, sure. All right, so this here. A little dirty, but it's fine. Oh no, I can do these together. I didn't realize they were so similar. All right, so I think we're gonna leave the tub here. I'm not gonna go any further. I lied. I shouldn't be putting this much focus into the bathtub, I'm sorry. All right, so cool. I'm gonna stop in the tub. Let's get started on the water. And as I said, I'm going to start doing the edge of the water. And then once I'm done the edge of the water, the contact, I'm going to start doing a couple wakes. And we're not going to do a lot of wakes because that's a lot of work and I don't want to subject anybody to that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to... what am I going to? I'm going to take this bottom edge again, like I did. You know what? I should probably add a couple more divisions to this. Because I want to keep the curvature of the tub clean. I want to have that proper curvature and not these flat polys. So I'm going to smooth it, take a couple of these edges, shift right click and crease, bring that back. And now that we have this, I'll hit 1, So let's go shift right click smooth and make sure that we're using exponential. I like linear, but exponential is fine for this tub. And I don't know, I don't think it's worth going a higher division. I think this is fine. No, let's do it. Let's do one more. Cool. Okay. So there's our tub, and we're done with the tub. The tub's done. Watch me adjust it later. So we're gonna take this edge, shift right click, extrude, and local Z. So we're gonna give that a decent amount of thickness here. And we need this thickness because eventually we have to do some painting of some maps to get the cloths to stick to some of these parts. And it's nice to have a little bit of room. Okay. So I'm gonna go right click. We're gonna take this section, shift right click, and extract. We're going to reduce these edges because we don't want to work with too many faces up front. That's just a lot of work to start with. Can I do symmetry on this piece? Oh, what? Why? That's too bad. That's new. What's going on, buddy? These will not, these edges will not delete. Oh, is that a result of the mirroring? Let's turn that off. That is so strange. Okay, so what's going on? That's interesting. So I have no clue what's happening there. So we're just going to mirror. And combine. And merge. Cool. All right, so this is going to be slightly annoying. So I'm going to have to just jump straight in and not complain. So we got to just watch the water, and we got to like manually move these up each frame. In fact, I might even start with a lower subdivision count. Yeah, I'm going to start with a lower subdivision. I'm going to start lower. I'm going to chop off a couple more of these. And hopefully these ones delete this time. It's so weird. I've never seen that happen. Hey, I cannot pronounce that name, but hello. Good to see you. We're deforming water. Let's see. So, okay. I'm kind of happy with these division levels, so let's jump right in. Now, I've got to make some clusters, so we're going to go deform, cluster, and so we're going to move this up and down. Only up and down. So I'm going to go lock X and Z. So now I can just click the center, and now I can middle mouse button, click anywhere, so it's super easy. So I'm just going to hit Shift W, get the key going, and auto key is on. 20th anniversary. Good evening. Oh man. All right, we can get started. So now, you know what? I should just hide the tub. So we're gonna hide. Oh, come on. What is this now? Where did that even come from? What am I doing? Why am I making these silly little mistakes? I never make these kinds of mistakes at work. But hey, the mesh is fine here. So that's good. So this part's going to be slightly tedious, and we'll see how much work I actually put into this. Going through this very fast. I might only do the front part of the tub. Why did I go backwards? How are you and Jared doing? Oh yeah, 20th anniversary. I don't know who you are still. Jared is stressed. I'm stressed. We're all stressed. We got a very busy week and foreseeable couple of days, maybe weeks, coming up ahead of us. So things are going pretty standard at the moment. All right, so we're getting into the extreme rough water, and some of the splashage I don't really care about. If you had to render reflections, you're not gonna see it on these things. Want me to tell you? Sure, man, sure. Is it Alex T? I don't think it's Alex T. All right, where's the rest position? There it is. All right, so next one, let's see if we can get this going faster. And yes, create and lock the X and Z key. Ryan from Zoic. Ryan Laurie? That's pretty incredible. It's been some time. So you've come to see some water, huh? But man, no, I hope things are going well with you. I hope things are going well at Zoic. Tough times. Okay, so we have this part. This is actually going to go by pretty quickly. I'm pretty comfortable with this. So, what do we have here? Next portion, let's go place another cluster. Lock our X and Z. Key it. And again, if you click the center, you can middle mouse anywhere and you don't have to grab the handles. Sauce, this is super fast. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this. This is gonna go by quickly. The shots that we had to do at work with the pool and like it was a swimmer actually going through the water. So this swimmer was like, you know, arms were out actually pushing the water around. So there was a lot of heavy wakes everywhere. And we had a lot longer stretch of pool that we had to actually get this edge for. So this is definitely going a lot faster. I thought it was going to take about 3 hours, but honestly, it might take... How long have I been doing this? I can't see a time. 40 minutes? Nah, we're not going to take 3 hours. This might take close to 2 hours. Whoops. Launch some software in my other window. Thanks. Yeah, been an interesting year for sure. That is good to hear. Interesting's good. Well, I guess depending on the interest. Interest is relative. But no, I hope you guys haven't been impacted too heavily. Because that was quite a change at Track VFX. Trying to panic to get everybody working at home. Sals, the other day I tried to model a duck in Cinema 4D and it took a very long time. I don't know what the modeling is like in Cinema 4D. I've launched the software once forever ago and I've never actually done anything with it. I was very tempted to look into it just to do some simple graphics, but then my mash kind of made some things very simple. I don't know how high I should go up on this wake. Maybe I'll go about here. I'm gonna leave it about there. So we'll bring this down. I'm actually really excited to show like the use of this. It's gonna look really cool. Actually, this has to do with a little feature that Alex T had taught me at Zoic when I started there years ago. Ryan Laurie was my old boss. Hence the guy in the chat there, 20th. All right, so let's keep going with this. Try to blast through a couple of these. I'm gonna do one more edge here and then we're gonna handle the other side and just move on. And when I say move on, I don't mean move on from this. We're gonna add an extra division level to these loops and then just, it's gonna go a lot faster. The more divisions that you add, and then when you start to do the in-betweens, it goes by double speed each time. You have double the amount of points to adjust, but it's just as fast. Grab this one. Let's go deform, cluster, and again, we'll lock this. Key it. Make sure that that middle piece there of the manipulator is selected. I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna do like half the frames as well. Cool, that was quick. Yeah, let's just do it at that speed. I'm gonna skip some frames. Plus, it looks fine. Add in another cluster. By the way, if you don't know how to frame by frame in Maya, hold Alt and it's period and comma. That is your frame forward and back. And if you want, you also can nudge. Like you can nudge like you do in 3D or Synthesize. So you hold Alt and you can use the number pad keys. Whoops, that opened up Hypershade on Maya. Why did it do that? That shouldn't have happened. No, sorry, Alt and the arrow keys. Then you can nudge like you do in Synthesize Maya. Got that. Why do I keep clicking that button up here? It keeps giving me the stupid cluster options. So we'll get rid of that. Ah. And lock. Yes. All right, that is fine. And how many do I got? One more that I want to do here, and that's it. So take this and nope, got to fight using that recent commands cluster. Lock. Good. Get this out of the way. Calvin, hello again. I'm Dimitri, pronounced like that. Sorry. That I want to ask a question off the topic of the oh, sorry, the message bounced up again. Off topic of the stream. I think I saw a video on your channel where you did tracking of a bow and arrow. Yeah, I did. I got to redo that one. I tried to do a motion that I hadn't used for hierarchy tracking in Synthesize, and hierarchy tracking in Synthesize gets a little screwy when you do extreme angles. I wanted to see if I can do it. I can do bows and arrows very easily in another way. So I want to stream that again here soon, but do it the proper, like actually good way. That being said, hierarchy can do really cool things. There are some shots with the bow where you can do the draw and all the stuff like completely automated. It's awesome. Tracking this object, but then this video disappeared. Will there be something similar in the future on streams? Sorry for my bad English. Ah, no worries. Would you happen to be Dimitri from, would you happen to be Crafty Apes, Dimitri? If so, that's awesome. Hello. So if that video disappeared, I don't know why I will have deleted it. I can't think. Yeah, I don't know. If I deleted it, I don't know why I did that. But I will do it again here sometime soon. There's a lot of stuff I want to cover. You know what? I said I was going to stop, but let's just knock out like 3 of these edge loops with 1 cluster. Let's go cluster, and we're going to lock these again. And there we go. We're just going to do these in 1 big step. Just to save time and also just have a little bit of motion over there so it's not completely stupid. Walnut, wasn't that one that was only on Twitch? Twitch deletes them. That could be. Why would I do that on Twitch only? Why would I do a bow track only on Twitch? I don't know why I would do that, but I'll do it again. All right, so the water we have here, and you know what? Where I did those 2 giant faces over here, I'm gonna do the same on this other side. I'm gonna grab these 3. I need to, you know what? Get rid of this button. Screw that button. Hate that button. Anything that adds additional clicks, just get it out of here. Okay, lock. Oh, there's one of those faces again. Why? How did I manage? What did I click earlier that did this? Whoa. It won't disappear. I'm going to do a little hack later to get rid of this. But for now, I'm just going to tuck it off to the side. Well, I was there. That was when YouTube was giving you a hard time with setting up the new... Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That might be it. I was there, Gandalf. 3,000 years ago. Okay, so we got that face gone, and this is good. Alright, cool. I think this is the last cluster I'm messing with, and then I'm going to do the wakes. And then on to the cloth sim. Oh, you know what? This is more prominent than this side because I splashed the water in this direction. I might just do these 2 edges anyway. Because that is an awesome wake right here. Can't just ignore that. Yeah, I can't just ignore these ones. I gotta do these ones. That's awesome. Love that. Actually, I can't see the water here. I think that's it. That's probably fine. Okay, and last edge. This is for sure the last edge. Watch how many more times I say that. All right, cool. So now let's quickly wait. Why is that so bad? Oh, weird. I had a kink in this first frame. Cool, fixed. All right. So now, this might be a very fast round, but we do need to quickly add a couple in betweens. So I'm gonna go hold control. I went to shift right click. Wait, sorry. I went shift right click multi-cut and then hold control and then middle mouse and you'll snap to the centers. All right, so let's maybe only focus on the area with the massive wake. And again, so these in-betweens are interpolated. So that's the beauty of Maya history. Everyone can shit on Maya history all they want. This is where it's great. It doesn't crash here. Good old Maya. Let's see. Oh yeah, lock. So I shouldn't have to do much here. I just got to do a quick pass through and see if there's any big significant motions. Like that. Cool, so it wasn't much. And here I can see a prominent edge here. So, cluster. It's already starting to chill out a bit. Don't need to do much. And this part right here really dives down. I'm going to take two at once. You notice I didn't lock X or Z. If you select the middle one, then you can middle mouse drag this. I probably should have been doing that to the start from the start, honestly, but depending on the shot, depending on how complex some shots get, I accidentally, without even noticing, I hover over and I brush one of these with middle mouse, and then suddenly I'm match moving on a different axis. And sometimes if I click this, I don't even notice. And then you'll notice if you go into perspective, your geo flies off into these extremely strange angles. But for a shot like this, I probably should have just been grabbing the middle handle. Okay, I see an edge over here and just a couple edges, and I think I'm done on that side. There's an edge there. Whoop, I didn't like that one. Nice. And let's get that big one over here that I mentioned. I wish I could have like handles like this where it keeps the history and I could just click anywhere like and do that. I wish I could do this in Blender. I hate Blender's pivots and transform tools. G, R, and like grab, rotate, and scale is, you know, it's pretty nice. I like it, but I don't like the reach for the hotkeys. But man, every other hotkey for modeling I love in Blender. It's just the navigation of the scenes I don't like. I think we're good. Is there anything here, any big things that I can see? Like big significant things. We're not gonna go into every, like you could take your time and make sure that like stuff like this is better, but you know, we ain't about that here. All right, so the wakes. Time to do the wakes. Let's see. Man, when I did this, I should have rounded this out a little bit. Is it too late for me to just? Is that gonna hold? Yeah, it's gonna hold. All right, so let's slide these out, just round it out a bit, just a little bit. Cool. Again, my history. Be careful with all the stuff that you do in Match Move because you're gonna have a lot of history stack up. And usually it's pretty stable when you're at divisions like this, even when you get to a character, but when you start to smooth and add, because maybe you need more divisions for someone's wrinkles or something, that gets pretty intense. CG Rockstar, yes, it's too late. Yeah, how have you been, man? Not bad. I'm doing pretty good. Haven't streamed too much lately because I've had some desk issues that I got to figure out. I still have to figure it out. A lot of the stuff that I want on my desk is not on my desk. It's somewhere else. I had to clean some stuff up to stream today. But what we are doing, we are match moving water. Right now we got the edge. Actually, I just finished the edge. I just kept starting with low divisions and I kept clustering points up and down. And then in betweening so that we can get the contact with the tub. Now that I have this, we are going to do the actual wakes for my hand in the tub. And then we're going to set up a cloth sim. Damn, you're tracking water. Yeah, we had to do this at Track VFX recently. It was actually a lot of fun. People who tried it, I think, had a lot of fun doing it. It's painful. Yes, it is. All right, so let's get started on the wake. So we're going to start with the obvious one. So here's what we do. We're going to mainly use toruses, and we're only going to use toruses because water, no matter how you contact with it, it's going to form a donut. It's going to, you could see the donut shape here. Any water that flies up and falls back down onto the water, it makes a donut. That's how water works. See, you can see all the rings. That's all water does when it gets pushed around. It just forms these rings and wakes. So we're only going to use toruses here. And let's start with the big portion. Let's go create. Why am I not seeing torus? There it is. I'm not going to scale. Oh, I can scale it. Now let's go into the input, scale it here. I'll scale it there, why not? Should change this, a little dark over there. Why is that blue? My gray looks blue over here. That's weird. Maybe it's just me looking at this red tone the whole time. Alright, so that's about the size I want to work with. That's 1019. Let's go line this up with the contact where it touches the water. I am going to try something I haven't done yet. I'm going to keep this at kind of a 0 level. Kinda. Now let's go over here. Again, keep it at kind of a 0 level. I'm going to pretend it goes about this far. I have no clue. And instead of moving it up and down, we can key this stuff. So I'm going to go key, what's this radius? Oh, cool, yeah. I should go back and place a key over here. So I'm going to shrink this. Nope, I'm going to shrink this right down. And now the wake comes up. Wonder how many people are panicking seeing this. Because this is kind of annoying. Let's put the use background shader on here. Also, sorry, something I should be doing too is I should have a plane here just to mask out our objects. I'm going to go assign that same use background, and we're going to also show our tub. What's this? Waterline? No, yeah. Oh, wait, is that the old one? Oh, let's get rid of that. I don't need that. What's this? Oh, it's that weird face that came out of nowhere. What even is that? I can delete it though. That's cool. I didn't break anything by doing that, did I? Nah, we're good. Let's take this plane and turn the inputs right down, because I don't want to see those edges. I just want to see the object get clipped. So this here, also I don't want to drag it up like this. I don't want to do that. So let's just go W, click, and then go world. So now, click that Y. By the way, you don't need to go in and animate the radius and scale. I just wanted to see what that would be like. So now that that wake is done, we're not going to touch this one anymore. Any other rings that you want to do additionally, just make some new shapes. So I'm going to try and get this one over here that's kind of sweeping out. Make a new torus. Also, I should mention that try not to have your toruses too little of a division. Have too little divisions, because this is gonna push a cloth sim, and if your shapes are too janky, you're gonna see sharp edges in your cloth sim, and you don't want to see that. Okay, so I kind of hope that this is touching something. I gotta go and put a key for the scale over here. Drop it below. All right, what do we have? So we have this. I see like 2 big rings that are pretty prominent, so we're gonna add those as well. So shrink that down. And I'm just gonna let it disappear. And let it disappear, scale up a bit. Let's get something over here to raise this up. You can use any shape you want to. In this case, I'm going to just toss a sphere. So this is just going to kind of pop the water in this location. Tone that one down a little bit. Ooh, I got a weird key there. How am I managing to... Oh, because I moved a couple of these keys in a silly way earlier. I remember. Okay. Just trying to think of how much is worth it now. Because this already is going to look pretty cool. What time am I at? There are even people watching this? Oh, there is. Cool. Let's see. 1 hour, 14 minutes. Wow, this was fast. Okay. Okay, what's worth it to do? I'm just going to look at these wakes for a moment and see what is worth it to add. If there's anything I think the cloth will need. Amazing. Thank you, Une. I'll see. What else? Let's just add a little pop right in this empty area just to disturb some of the cloth a little bit. So that's not much, but let's just put that in here. Just a really quick pop. That's probably a bit too much. Tiny pop. It's not much. It might add something. I don't know. I just want to disturb that water a little bit. You can do whatever you want to this water. It's hurting my head seeing this. Wakes and caustics and trying to differentiate. Yeah. That's the kind of thing too, is I don't actually know what I'm looking at. I'm kind of imagining the caustics are not as deep as you would imagine they would be. Because, you know, caustics, those are looking closer to the surface than they actually are. I'm kind of imagining how close this should be. Okay, so let's just apply this. Let's do the sim. Okay, so we actually don't need this yet. So what we need is the wakes. And I'm gonna hide the clusters. I don't need to see this. I should also say, oh, by the way, you might need to figure out the lip connection point to the tub. The lip connection point. The lip connection point. Wait. It sort of bulges there. Oh, are we talking about this little pop? Did I move the camera? How did I do that? I didn't lock my camera earlier, so I'd imagine, yep, there it is. Like the water edges that you have animated with the plane. And I don't think these are fine. Cool. I'm gonna take the camera, lock it. And clusters is rounded and bulges there. Are you talking about that stuff is not flat? Wait, are you what? Wait, are you talking about? Oh, wait, are you talking about how I have a flat plateau right here? So it has the edge and then there's a plateau here. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, don't worry. Don't worry about that plateau. There's a reason for this. You'll see why. You'll see why just after the cloth sim. Because I needed to expand that out because we're gonna do some painting. The connection of those edges where it meets the tub. Yeah. That stuff bulges. See, when you say, like, are you talking about all this extra detail? Because I assume you're not talking about this here. Like how we have wet eyes and rounded. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. No, that's extreme, man. Nobody can match move that. You would need such an extreme level of detail. Yeah, you can't match move that. The mesh will come out so heavy and the match move artist won't even be able to work with it. That's so extreme. You might have, I don't know, you might have been joking with that. I'm not sure. But if it was, that's amazing. Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's do this. So we need a cloth sim. This plane doesn't mean anything to me now in terms of like it just being a mat. So I'm actually gonna use it. You know what? I'm not. Oh wait, I still have the divisions on it. Yes, I am. I didn't delete its history so I can get nice uniform polys. Oh, I thought you were going hardcore, so I thought, man, why not add more complexity? Look, I don't want to die on stream trying to pull that off. So these division levels for your actual cloth, this is going to be your actual water surface. So you can have this higher res and have your this is kind of a weird balance. So the higher res you have your water, the more that the sharp edges of your toruses, your actual wakes, are going to be visible in your cloth. So you don't really want to go super high division with this surface. With this surface, if you have it low enough, you're going to be able to apply a smooth later and it won't be too heavy. It still won't be too heavy. you reduce the amount of faces you have, and you will also get really nice smooth edges. Because that's the thing with water, you don't want to have weird polygon looking stuff. So this is also territory where I got to make sure that I don't screw this up, because it's been a few months since I've done this. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go shift right, nope, space, end cloth, create end cloth, and immediately we want to go to our nucleus, turn our gravity to 0, and our start frame, whatever your start frame is of your simulation, so I'm going to go 1001. So cool, it's not doing anything. Awesome. So all those shapes that we mess around with, what do I have this? Let's get this, 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 this. And go spacebar, create. Wait, it's create. What am I doing? You can tell I'm not an effects artist. Let's go passive collider. Ha! Beautiful. Hide that. Lovely. It's perfect. This is done. All right, thank you for watching the stream. I'll see you all next time. I had to commit, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Just that's it. All right, so let's see. We have this monstrosity. Oh. LOL. So we have this weird looking trippy mess. You could probably do some cool stuff with this too. Imagine having like this particle array, like this wireframe lattice graphic sci-fi thing lifting up off the surface of water, just blanketing up. That'd be cool look. All right, so we're gonna select that plane, and what you want to do is come over to the attributes, output. Wait, where am I? It's been a while, okay? Okay, dynamic properties. Come down to input mesh attract. Turn this up. You're gonna have to experiment with this. So I turned it up slightly. Let's see what it does. So the mesh is trying to return back to its original state. It looks like you're poking and awakening some sort of jelly monster. Choo Choo from Zelda. That was such a dumb joke. Okay, so this portion here, I do gotta say that this portion of the effect is the level of detail is entirely up to you. You can add more toruses, more shapes. You can add a few more divisions onto this water line, and you know, the more detail you put, higher the better claw sim you're gonna get. But for now, we're gonna work with this, and I'm gonna show how to make it so that the edge is followed. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the sim at this, and then I'm gonna show a couple small tweaks, and that's it. So this mesh, okay, I better save now. In fact, let me version it up, because I might have to come back to this. There's two methods that I might try. I just don't know. I don't remember which worked better. So I'm gonna go take the mesh, and cache, new cache, and object. Oh, fine. Show my DaVinci Resolve then as it bakes in the background. Maya's baking. For some reason, it just flashed whatever was behind it. Okay, so now the cloth is fast. It's cached, and now it's playing fast. Who knew? So with this, sorry, I want a drink of water. Okay, so here's the cool part. Let's see if this works. So here's how we get it to stick to this edge here. I'm going to select, actually, let's get our selection highlighting back. So I'm going to select this edge. A few days ago, my friend had to do a roto animation of a girl in bed under a blanket. The blanket was constantly crumpled. Frame by frame, he suffered for a long time without experiencing such work. I cannot imagine. If you don't have any resources to do that stuff, that is damn near impossible, and it's the most frustrating thing you could possibly do. There's so many times that I've just lost it trying to figure random crap like this out because nobody shows this stuff. All right, so I'm gonna take this, select this. You're gonna go spacebar, mesh, and transfer attributes options. So transfer attributes, what this can do is it can take meshes with matching vertex IDs, snap them together, or it can snap vertices based on normal direction, or you can transfer UVs. You can do a lot of cool stuff with this. You can even like basically tattoo one object's UVs to another with just position. It's awesome. This is a really powerful tool that everyone should know. So we're gonna go vertex position. We're not worrying about UVs. There's no UVs here. Sample space, we're gonna keep it on world. And we're going to go closest along normal because all of these vertices are going to fire up or down based on their normal, and they're going to snap to the nearest surface. If you go closest to point, all these points are going to find the nearest part of the mesh, and just everything's going to snap, and it's going to look like this. So we're going to go closest along normal, transfer. Look at that. Now we have this. So now that we have this, what we'll want to do, I'm trying to remember what you want to do. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so now what you want to do, this, I could not believe that was a feature. I just didn't think it was something that would have been included, but you can actually paint the attributes for this attribute transfer as well. So you can select your mesh, spacebar, come over to, what is it, mesh tools? Paint transfer attributes. So now we can open up the tool settings, come over to replace, value is 0, and see now we're painting away some of the harsher influence that shouldn't be here so that we're getting rid of this harsh fall off. Here's where you can see where division is going to mean something to you as well. You know what? This plane, I should have extended it out beyond the tub too. Hold B, change your brush size. Okay, so now that we have something, I don't really like that. Oh well, we're gonna hit it with a smooth. Give it a couple smooths, why not? All right, so if I hide this, okay, let's see how this turned out. That was cool for a split second. Let's take these, group them, hide them. Oh, you can see there's a bug over here. All right, let's just play. Let's just see what it is. Yeah, I should have extended that one plane out a little bit further. I could do it really fast. You know what? I am going to do it really fast. Look at how cool that looks, though. That's awesome, man. All right, hold on. Let's fix that real quick. Get rid of that paint. Get rid of that transfer. There we go. All right, this here. We're just gonna take this over here. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this? Okay, easier way. Let's deselect this stuff. Oh, there's that thing. There's that thing that's been bothering me. So there was a split in the faces. How did I manage to do that? That sucks. Okay, so get rid of this. And now, extrude. And local, nope, not that one. Thickness? No, I don't want that one either. Offset. There we go. So you can extend the offset out as far as you want. Now, that extrusion will follow. Cool, so let's go back here. We'll take this. And, this, spacebar, mesh, transfer attributes. My settings should already be there, so good. And now go mesh tools, paint, transfer attributes, open up tool settings, replace, value 0. Do your paint however you see fit. Why is that plane like bright white? Kind of weird, but that's fine. Whoa, that's kind of trippy. What did I do? I must have selected that plane by, yeah. So it's not select that. Mesh tools, paint transfer attributes. Interesting. That wouldn't show. Oh, weird. Suddenly, when I tried to... Oh, I took it off. How did I do that? I guess I undid a little bit too far. CG Rockstar, nice. Chow, thumbs up, and Walnut, nice. It's like a manually controlled fluid sim. Yeah, you know what's funny? As I actually would love to take a mesh like this and use it to drive a surface in Houdini, but I don't know Houdini. Hey, CG Rockstar. You got a project now. Okay, so let's see. I got to take one more time. This is gonna work. Mesh, transfer attributes, and now I'll take just this mesh, not select the other one. Paint transfer attributes. Hey, this is what I wanted. Good. Let's kind of have this eat away a little bit more. All right, now we'll apply our smooth. And let's hide that. Let's take our toruses, group, hide. Awesome. Okay, please look better. Oh, thank you. It looks awesome. Okay, this is cool. This is really cool. Look at me praising my own work, patting myself on the back. That cloth sim, I should also say that cloth sim could have been faster. Like, I don't mean faster simulation. I mean the water is not moving that fast. We could have fixed that by adjusting the scale of the scene, or I'm certain there's probably a setting somewhere with the nucleus that increases the time or something. I don't know. I'm not a effects guy, but You know, we could have sped up the simulation so when the cloth was touched, its ripple would actually travel out faster and, you know, resemble water a little bit more. This looks like Jello. It really just looks like Jello. You're gonna upload this to YouTube? Yeah, this is going up on YouTube. So what do we have now? Let me save it real quick. So that's it. That's pretty much it. So if you wanted to go a step further, and I don't think I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't know why I can't do it now. I used to do this quite often, but I would take the footage itself, I would project it back onto the water, and you could go to Deform, texture Deform, so you can have the caustics of the water like actually displace the geometry. I've done that for projects that I've done at hydraulics. We did a show for Netflix, and there was a portion where this guys they wanted to add all this blood on this guy's shirt, and there was wrinkling going on. So I match moved the shoulder, I deformed as much as I could, and then I keyed the wrinkles in the shirt and projected it back on to displace and add extra detail in the mesh. Sorry, let me keep that playing. So you could do that with the water, or at this point, the reflections do have their angle. Like, the point of this is so that you have the physically somewhat accurate angle for reflections if you needed it. And then you can do some comp work. You can try to displace those reflections further to get those ripple details. But yeah, that's about that. Oh, Unhe, thumbs up face. What is that? I don't know who that is. Okay, man, I got a split for now, recording something for work. Nice. It's good seeing you. It's been a while. And let's see, what was I gonna... Oh yeah, okay, so this mesh. I do want to say, if anybody was going to attempt this and you wanted a little bit extra detail, so first off, you can hit 3 and you can make it smooth, but now it's quite slow. The more divisions you add at this point, it's going to get quite slow. So let's go back to 1. But let's say you wanted a little bit more control, because you can look over here and you can see this water right here. So you could start to take here at this point. At this point, you could be pretty destructive. It doesn't matter too much. But I think you can key this mesh. So I'm going to hit S. And now we can go ahead on a few frames and see we can manually move this mesh on certain, like right there. So you got it, has to go down there. Ooh, get that down. Try to flatten that. Try to place a key wherever the rest position is, because now I can't recover that. I can't make this perfectly flat. There's just no way. Well, there's ways, but it's annoying. You can find areas like here. There's a giant gap right here. I'm gonna head over here, make sure there's a key on these points so that it'll rest. So you kind of fix that area. You can see this stuff up here. You can see as soft select overlaps other vertices that you've touched, you can still see the keys. So I'm going to try and key only on these existing keyframes. This is a very dirty way to do it. You just got to remember that these keys are all going to overlap. So you can see where I've already kind of destroyed the mesh a little bit because I didn't even think about it. So I can find this stuff. And I could try to recover it a little bit, but there isn't much hope here. I've kind of lost it now. Yeah, that shape's kind of in there. Oh, and you see it's one of the keys that wasn't keyed at the beginning. So yeah, it's a very dirty way to work, but that's why I said you got to make sure you find the rest position. Make sure you kind of key all this stuff. find your frame before everything is disturbed. Just key all of it. So now if I mess with something like, if I mess with something like this, and yeah, it looks like that for the rest, at least at the beginning, there's a little, it's kind of flat there. But yeah, let's take that, get rid of this. I guess I could take these. And let's get rid of this key. Is that gonna work? Eh, not really. It was kind of dumb. Yeah, that stupid little divot at the end. Looks horrible. I have to blast that out. Okay, it doesn't look as bad now. Cool. All right, but that's all I got, actually. That's it. That's all I know. So, yeah, I don't know. If there's any questions, now's your chance. But I'm finishing this up. That's it. Oh, trying to think of other uses for this, but I can't. Really cool to apply this to some other type of match move or anything. Cool. Thank you, Unhei. Walnut, nice job. See you next stream. The next stream, Walnut, I think I'm gonna do your shot. Walnut Brain there provided me with a shot of his dog, and it does a little head turn. I think it's sitting, and it does a head turn. I was about to do it as a simple object solve of just a dog's head, but I think I'm going to actually model the dog's body, do the head, and do a little basic rig of it, and do a kind of a rotomation with it, just to make it a little bit more of a challenge. But yeah, so cool. So I guess for now, we're just going to jump to this end screen, play the fancy graphic, and just let this slowly die away. And if there's any lingering questions, I'm just sit here for barely a minute. But no, I appreciate everyone stopping by. I thought this was pretty cool to share, and hopefully anybody even finds a use for this. I don't know how often you're actually going to be able to use this, really. But, you know, gets the gears turning in your head. It was fun. Good night. Thank you. Good night.